My name is Nora Halstead, and I build software that keeps hospital records from breaking. At 34, I'm a senior architect, and the only name on the deed of my 3-bedroom craftsman in Portland. I'd owned it outright for years, yet in my parents' minds, Dylan still came first. So the knock at 11:47 a.m. hit like a slap. On my porch stood my parents with my brother Dylan and his wife Kelsey. A U-Haul idled at the curb. "Pack your things," my mother said, looking past me into my hallway. "Dylan and Kelsey are moving in tomorrow." I stared. "What?" My father sighed. "Don't make this hard. They're expecting. They need space." "This is my house," I said. Dylan's voice was tight with pretend calm. "You live here alone. We need it more." Kelsey touched her belly. "Family helps family." My mother waved her hand. "Your father helped you buy it. It's basically family property." "No," I said, slow and clear. "I bought it. My name is on the deed. You're not moving in." My father leaned forward, trying to shoulder past me. I blocked the doorway. "If you step inside without permission, you're trespassing." His eyes flashed. "You wouldn't." I pulled out my phone and called my attorney, Jay Park. "Jay," I said, "I need you here with my property documents, and I need the sheriff. My family is trying to take my house." When I hung up, the porch went quiet. "You called a lawyer on us?" Dylan said. "You brought a moving truck," I replied. "What did you expect?" 11 minutes later, Jay's sedan slid in behind the U-Haul, and a patrol car rolled up right after. Deputy Larkin arrived with a hand near her radio. Jay Park opened his briefcase on my porch. "Deed, tax records," he said, passing a neat stack. "Nora Halstead is the sole owner. No co-signers." My mother smiled too brightly. "We're her parents. We gave her the down payment." "Proof?" the deputy asked. My father's mouth opened, closed. Dylan stared at the U-Haul. "I have bank statements," I said. "Every deposit is mine." Deputy Larkin shut the folder. "Then you have no claim. Ms. Halstead wants you off the property. Leave now." Kelsey's eyes filled. Dylan snapped. "She's doing this to punish us." "I'm doing this because it's my house," I said. "That's the whole sentence." My father leaned close, rage shaking in his finger. "You'll regret this." "I can live with regret," I said. "I won't live with theft." They retreated, loading their anger back into the truck and pulling away. Jay photographed their plates and filed a report. "If they come back," he said, "we document and we act fast." For a week they tried shame instead. Relatives calling me cruel, long texts about loyalty, Dylan's post online about his heartless sister hoarding the family home. It spread like smoke. Jay sent a cease and desist. Dylan responded with dozens of calls I never answered. 2 weeks later, after a late meeting, I pulled into my driveway and my key wouldn't turn. New deadbolt. New knob. My porch light threw my shadow back at me. I called my father. He didn't bother pretending. "Dylan moved in this morning," he said. "Be reasonable and you can collect your things." I hung up and dialed 911, forcing my voice steady while my hand shook around the useless key. The officers arrived fast. I met them with my license and the deed Jay had emailed. With my consent, they brought a locksmith. The door opened on chaos. Boxes stacked in my entry, my bedroom stripped. Dylan stood in the hall with a tool bag. Kelsey hovered behind him. "This is a civil dispute," Dylan said. "It was," the lead officer replied, "until the locks were changed and the owner was excluded." Cuffs snapped. Dylan looked stunned, as if the world had promised him immunity. Kelsey cried. The officer read her rights anyway. My parents arrived mid-arrest. My mother reached for my arm. "You're destroying us." "You tried to erase me," I said, "out of my own house." Jay filed for a protective order the next morning. Granted, Dylan's job saw the arrest and his online smear. He was fired. A plea offer came with no restitution and no retraction. I refused. At trial, the evidence was simple: deed, taxes, locksmith invoice, police photos, and his own post. The judge called it premeditated. Dylan was convicted, ordered to pay restitution, complete community service, and post a public retraction. The lie still traveled farther, but the truth existed in ink. When the house went quiet, I replaced every lock and turned the damaged bedroom into an office. I painted the walls white and breathed like I belonged. Therapy gave me a sentence to live by. Boundaries aren't cruelty. When my father called to blame my mother's stress, I said, "Your choices aren't mine to carry," and hung up. I sleep well now, because the door is mine and so is the peace behind it.